It's your boy, Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. Well, I'm almost ready. Excuse me. I'll pop just another packet of Alka-Seltzer, cold. Alka-Seltzer plus cold. Plus. You gotta have the plus, otherwise, how do you know it's working? Although I think, yeah, my voice is sounding a bit better. Still just a teeny tiny bit hoarse, but yeah, I definitely feeling way better than I was last Thursday. Oh, I think it was last Thursday. No, last Wednesday was the first day I had to dip into my In the Bank episodes, and yeah, no, so I'm feeling a lot better. How are you feeling? How are y'all doing? Good? Fine? Wonderful? Fantastic? I certainly hope so. It is pretty much a perfect winter, early evening, late afternoon outside. I mean, you got snow on the ground. It's cold, but it's not really cold. No wind. And it's gray and gloomy skies, completely overcast. It's awesome. I love it. Oh, yeah. That hits the spot. Actually, I don't think I'll be taking it anymore. Pretty certain, unless I have some sort of relapse. If I'm not 100% tomorrow morning, I'll be 100% by Saturday, which is fine. Just in time for the weekend, and apparently, I think I heard just in time for maybe more snow. Who knows? Well, I would assume meteorologists would know, or anybody who pays attention to the Weather Channel would know. But then again, it's just predictions. They only predict based on computer models and all sorts of fancy jazz. And computer models are usually implemented by folks like me. So how often are they going to work? Okay. I would have laughed if the camera froze on that particular pose. That was a good one. I like that one. Okay, so we got the terminal up. Let's bring this up. And how was your day? Was it good? It's Thursday. I'm feeling like it's a Thursday. Although it's still not like my old Thursdays where Thursdays were like Friday, which is rather unfortunate. It feels more like a normal Thursday, I think, to most people, which I guess I'm getting used to. Yeah. Of course, since I'm feeling much better, I'm continuing my training, and as you can no doubt tell, the jackness is there, which is good and nice, but, I mean, where's it going to go? You can't just turn this off. It's like the sun. Sun's got to shine, birds got to fly, and Freelancer Joe has got to be jacked. Is there anything else I can talk about and jibber jabber on? Maybe I should save it for during the episode, you think? So, where we left off yesterday was I had realized that I had completely honked my... No, not the demo. I had completely honked my Pure template. And I had said that what I would probably do after I stopped recording was to basically rebuild the entire environment. Because I didn't want you to have to sit through that again. Because you sat through that during my Christmas stay at my super secret undisclosed location. And while I was mentally prepared to do a song and dance then while I was doing installs, not so much now. Which is why I said I would probably do it off camera. And if you're listening carefully, you will notice that I said probably. Because did Freelancer Joe do that yesterday evening? No, Freelancer Joe did not. As soon as I finished, I'm not giving an excuse. I'm merely stating the circumstances, which is that as soon as I started doing my post-processing of the video for upload, the energy levels completely crashed. Post-training endorphins only last so long, and in my advanced old age, they don't last nearly as long as they used to. At least until I try to go to sleep, in which case then insomnia kicks in, which is great. Yeah, just great. Although, to be fair, actually, last night, when I woke up this morning, it was the first time in a very, very, very long time that I woke up feeling rested. I mean, I slept deep and long. I actually slept, I have 2 alarm clocks that go off, and I slept through both of them going off the first time, and then they pause for 5 minutes and then they go off again, and I slept through the first one going off again, and the second one was the one that woke me up because it has a more annoying tone. But yeah, there's just something. The best sleeps I've ever had have always been after I've done a nice day of training. I don't always get that kind of sleep, but whenever I have had a nice night of sleep, that's been the reason. There's just nothing else like it. I suppose people who do like a hard day of physical labor, they have that same experience, but as somebody who works in an office, I don't get that much often, so this is the best that I can do. But I had said that I probably would update it, and I didn't update it. So, am I now going to subject you through that pain? Am I now going to knuckle up and give you that song and dance? No. Because it occurred to me that, one, I probably should have invested in the more expensive name brand standing desk. And 2, is that I have 2 other templates. That are all like exactly the same as the other template. It's just that the style is different. But the whole Webpack process is exactly the same. So why don't we just switch over to there and work on those and avoid that step that honked the pure template. So that is exactly what we are going to do. But the first and perhaps most important thing is the other templates don't have the hot loading working. So we're going to go ahead and copy what does work for the hot loading into a text file. Otherwise, I could just open up the file manager, look at the files directly, but they're open right now, so we'll just stick with this. Actually, you know what I might have to do? I still probably well, no. Okay, that looks fine. Did I have to modify comment at all? I don't think I did. No, because that dev plugin is only in the dev configuration. Okay, so that's good. So let's switch over to one of my other templates, the one that I have not messed up. So pure is totally honked, so we'll go with sidebar. I can do parallax, but that one also takes longer too. Actually, as it turns out, I may have to open up the file manager anyway. But to look at what I had done in the pure template, I know what to avoid, but I'd also try doing another fix. That is what I probably should have done the first time, but I didn't. Okay, so that's the dev folder. As you can see, it's substantially different from what I cut and pasted here, even if you ignore the comments. Mode stays the same, dev tool stays the same. It was a dev server configuration. We changed the content base. We specified the public path, and we told it to watch the content base. Compression, I don't know what the deal with compression is. And port we really don't have to specify because it defaults to 8080, but we will do that anyway, just so that we can be consistent. You know, Freelancer Joe, he does like consistency. Consistency and routine. Very rarely have I ever gotten an unexpected surprise. Off the top of my head, I can only think of one, actually. And it was a very welcome one indeed. But one I shall not share with you, because it's a personal one. And as much as of an open book as I am, I'm not that much of an open book. Okay. Now we're also going to want to have one of the views open to verify that we have hot loading working, but we're not going to change that just yet. It would be the title. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let us see if it starts up. No, that was camera. That was... I didn't open terminal? Ugh. Sloppy Freelancer Joe. I was just so eager to dive right back into things with you because you inspire me to soar to such heights. Speaking of which, I did see that I got comments on some of my videos yesterday, so I need to go ahead and respond to those comments, and I shall. I didn't really make any New Year's resolutions, but I think I kind of said to myself, I really should respond to comments. We're sidebar, right? UI template side. And start it up. And hopefully it will come up. Oh, the weekend. What am I going to do on this weekend? I know exact. Oh dear. Okay. Didn't completely cut and paste. I missed this new required that was added in. I should have cut and pasted the entire thing. But I tried to be smart. You see what happens when Freelancer Joe tries to be smart? Doesn't pay off. And this is why I prefer to live by the title of Captain Cut and Paste. You don't have to be smart if you just cut and paste. Being smart's overrated. Is this asking for trouble? Alright, there we go. Or at least it's now coming up. Maybe, hopefully. What was that? I was thinking about this weekend. I said I knew what I had to do. There are preparations that have to be made. Preparations that I will probably discuss in more detail later. But, okay, so first of all, you see that the style still is messed up. Obviously, because I haven't tried fixing it yet. But at least it comes up. So we know it's suffering from the same problem as the pure template was. They should all be. Now we're going to see if it actually does the, not hot load, live reloading. So first of all, let's see if, alright, we got new things there, and live. Alright, so live reloading is now working for this template. It's easy, simple, quick, clean. Now the more interesting problem, which is the mini extract CSS loader. That's what I should be using because I'm using Webpack 4. And I honked the pure template because I thought I was using Webpack 3 for whatever reason, wasn't paying attention, and I installed a different plugin, or another plugin, which apparently broke a whole bunch of stuff. And I tried uninstalling it, but it didn't clean up the dependencies, so it's all messed up. But why are we going to template pure if it's all messed up? We are going to see if I did actually add the changes that might make it work. And if I remember correctly, it was actually here we go. One was, instead of specifying a chunk file name, we get rid of that. And the other was the optimization, where basically we tell it, I don't know what we're telling it. My guess is we're telling it not to optimize at all. Okay. Plugins. So, we're going to comment out this, and we're going to copy the entire split chunks. Now the live reload is not going to pick this up, so we'll go ahead and stop it. And we already, yeah, we fixed that back. Okay, so that's good. And we'll move this over here for now. I don't think we're going to need that anymore. Okay, so fingers crossed. Let's see if this works. Actually, let's close this too. Well, let's see if it comes up at all. That'd be a great thing. Okay, so the style is still not right, but at least it came back up, which is good. Asset app bundle, chunks app, index.html. These are the images. Entry points app. Index. I'm looking for CSS or something. I do not see any CSS. Alright, let's see what the network traffic says. Let's see if I try to do another get for CSS, and if it's not there, yeah, we got a 404 for style.css. Okay. And we still got a 404 for that, which... What was a 304? Not modified. That's fine. So if this is right, I could... So I can do... Can I do slash... Splash dash portfolio dash 1? Not JP. G. No. No, the images aren't there anymore. Great. Why is it not being served up? Alright. Mini CSS extract plugin. When in doubt, go see documentation. Yep. That was the old one. That's fine. Entry point module rules loader. That looks fine. File name style.css. Yeah, I don't see. Am I getting a dist folder anymore? See, ever since my build changed, I haven't gotten that dist folder anymore. That bugs me. That's that. Let's see. Module, source app. Let's compare that with what I've got. They're a little different because they do Sass to CSS, which is, in theory, fine. Entry point's fine. Output. Where's output? Okay, there we go. Bundle.js. Well, and name.bundle.js, which is fine. Path resolved, their name dist. It says it should go to dist. Maybe dist now only occurs Okay, they have an acronym for that now. MSIP. MSIP. Setup Webpack part.js. Yes. Rules. How does that compare to what I have? Under the rules. Test CSS. Okay, fine. Oh, that's interesting. The format's a little different. Alright, because you see here, module rules, that's fine. This is the block for the rules. Test is fine, but now we have include and exclude, which I do not have. And then there's use, but the use definition here is just mini extract loader, msup loader concat.use, which is different from what I have. Which is the mini CSS extract loader and CSS loader. HMR, not just HMR. Do I want to try this configuration? It shouldn't honk my build, unlike the other one. Alright, let's see if this works. I mean, you think if the rules were invalid that it would have, you know, told me that the rules were invalid. That would have been very nice. So let's see if that works. And in addition to other things I need to do off camera, there's also time for another VirtualBox update. Include is not defined. Include, exclude. I have no idea what that is. And this is one of the more complicated ones. Blech. Comments, entry, output, quick start, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Scripts, transpile, presets, configuration, Babel loader. Yeah, there we go. This is the one. Ah. This is pretty recent. Yeah. Oh, really? So if my entry is I have to restart it. Okay, well, first of all, I'll stop it. No, not that. That's very ambiguous. And we will undo the change we did here. Maybe, because what I'm reading here, to have MStep actually extract your CSS into a separate file, you need to import your CSS or other extension into an entry file. Alright, and I remember reading what my entry file was. I think it's index.js, just like that guy said. But let's verify. Let's close this. And while that comes up, entry point is at bundle.js. See, I had style loader and HTML Webpack plugin. See, HTML Webpack plugin. There, I have an entry point. An undefined entry point, though. That's interesting. Why is that undefined? Where do I specify entry points? I wonder if I can just say, I wonder if I can specify multiple entry points. ./src/index. Let's give that a shot. Let's see how that works. Yeah, this is definitely the shotgun approach to things. Alright. Come on. Really? Really? You gonna do this to me? Okay, yes. Yes, it's frozen. It's something's. Do I have too many open files again? Maybe I do. Close this. If it will let me close this. If it will let me close anything. How about you? Can I close you? Okay. Well. That is fantastic. Everything completely frozen and honked. Well, it's not honked. I looked at the camera, but as you can see by the snapshot in time that I am not doing anything. I mean, unless my keyboard stopped working, but the mouse still works. Okay, that stopped that. Stop that. Thank you. Close that. Restart that camera. Always on top. Shrink down. Yeah, I think we might have time for just like one more stab at getting this to work. Mini CSX plugin, CSS, index, HTML. Oh, wait, I think I saw something that looked very familiar. If you want to go not filled. Okay, let's give this one final shot. We're going to add this rule, which basically says if the dev mode is, if it's dev mode, then use style loader. If it's not, use CSS extract loader. I think that means I'll still have to copy the files over, though. Maybe. I'll have to test that. Alright, so let's add that rule. All the way down here. Alright. Package.json. Okay. I have npm start already. Yeah, start, open, webpack config. Alright. I don't like that syntax though, that double dash. And webpack common. I don't have an export. Do I have an export? Here we go. There's the exports. Alright, exports. We're gonna arrow that. Of course we're gonna arrow that. Always the arrow. Pass it env. Const dev mode equals environment mode. Otherwise it will default to... Wait a minute. What didn't you like about that? Okay, return. Return. Block. Delete that. Page down. That's not page down. We're going to add another one. Alright. And then under rules, more rules? Okay, no, so this is the rule I wanted actually. I want that other rule. I wanted this rule. I have so many rules in here. Some of them I'm not entirely sure about, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure about this either. Alright, let's see if it comes up. Well, coming up or not, whatever. Because the dogs are getting rambunctious. And it's getting late. And it did not work. So, we will wrap this up for now then. We'll have to try and pick this up tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's Gaming with Joe. Yay, and Saturday's Drinks with Joe. Maybe I will have a better burst of energy and actually do some things off camera. We shall see. But until the next time you join me, and I do hope you join me tomorrow, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of this Thursday, or whenever you're watching this. And that until the next time you join me, I hope that you take care and God bless.